Welcome to our practice. Are we ready to push ourselves, to challenge ourselves and to emerge sparkling? Let's begin in Sukhasana. The backs of the hands pushing the thighs down to further help the front spine ascend. Elbows moving back, front throat soft as the chin lowers. Lifting the hands, the palms pressing together. Inhale. And the hands releasing. The chin lifting, the eyelids opening. And let's get to work. So, Yoga Mudrasana, Vajrasana. Press the hands down and forward. Lift the forearms and the elbows up. Firm the elbow joints. And looking up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Re-squeeze the elbow joints. And now also squeeze the knees. And looking up, straight from here to upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, with an exhale. Rolling over the feet, being on the dorsal feet. Lift the chest higher to the sky. And exhaling back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. And then looking up, stepping the right leg forward, preparing for Utthita Trikonasana. So turn that back foot in, keep the right knee bent for now. Place the left hand on the left hip and prepare the trunk, turning it up to the sky. And then slowly transfer the hand to the leg and begin to straighten that front leg, drawing the front femur bone up into the hip socket. And then extending the left arm to the sky. Hands back down to the hip. Bending that front knee. Turning to face forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Push the front thighs back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Rolling over the feet. Press into the dorsal feet. Activate the legs. Press into the hands to lift up taller, higher. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels lifted. And then looking up, stepping the left leg forward for Utthita Trikonasana. Keep the front knee bent. Prepare the trunk, hand on the hip, turning. And then transfer that left hand to the leg and begin to straighten the leg. Keep the outside edge of the back foot firm. Squeeze the quadricep up, draw the femur bone into the hip socket, turn and twist. And then extend the top arm to the sky. And hand back to the hip, bending the front knee, and turning. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Toes lifted, buttocks lifted. And Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Prepare the undulation from the base of the spine. Lift the pubic bone up. Lengthen, broaden shoulders back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Heels down. Push those shins back. Push the front thighs back. Stepping the right leg forward for Parsvakonasana. Hand on the inside, bend the knee, but first of all adjust the back leg, the distance, turn the back foot in a little bit and push into the outside edge of the foot. Now left hand on the hip, deepen the bend of the front leg, look for a 90-degree angle as best as possible. Use the arm to push the leg open behind you, and at the same time use the arm to help the trunk to twist up to the sky. Twisting, twisting, and then bending the arms, elbows close to the rib, and extend. Full Parsvakonasana. And bending the top arm back in, turning to face the front. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Push the arms into the hands. The front thighs back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Don't let the shoulders rise up, press them down, lift taller. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And left leg forward, preparing for Parsvakonasana. Prepare the back leg first, the distance, the foot, and then the arm pressing the leg open and helping us to turn and twist the trunk. Making sure that front knee is well bent and unbend it as you twist. And then the arm and extending. And the arm back in, turning to face the front. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Arms to the hands, and push yourselves away from the hands. The front thigh is helping you to push back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Rolling over the feet. Immediately firm the roots of the thighs. Feel the heels of your hands pressing down, and from that lift up. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. heels down. And then bending the knees and coming down onto the mat. Gomukha 3. Make sure those feet are moving away from the thighs. Yoga Mudra. And to the right. And to the left. And back up. Changing sides. Right knee behind the left. Gomukha 3. Moving the feet away from the outer thighs. Yoga Mudra. Vibrant arms. And to the right. And to the left. And coming back up and releasing Vajrasana. All right, we're going to up the pace a little bit, just for a little bit. We'll be doing full Surya Namaskars with Virabhadrasana 1 between right leg, left leg, but the back heel of our Virabhadrasana 1 will be lifted, so not the back heel to the ground. And we'll be interspersing that with Gulasana, so extreme pigeon poses. So getting ready for that, and let's meet in Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Push the shins back, push the thighs back, and press the shoulder blades forward without tensing the neck. Keep pressing the shoulder blades forward to open the chest. Coming forward, Chaturanga. And forward Chaturanga 2, and Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels down. And now stepping the right leg forward. Roll that back thigh in, make sure the heel is well lifted. And palms together, thumbs crossed. Virabhadrasana 1. And coming forward, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. And forward to Chaturanga. Chaturanga 2, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Left leg forward. Lift the back heel up. Arms forward, palms together, thumbs crossed. Virabhadrasana. And exhaling forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels lifted. Lift the line underneath the buttocks, higher to the sky. And forward, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha, heels down. Step the right leg forward. Rest the back knee on the mat. Open this leg, forearm underneath. And wiggle the back knee back. Exhale the head to the inner arch of the foot, Buddhasana. And going back up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Forward, Chaturanga. And forward, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Push those front thighs back. Left leg forward. Right knee to the ground. Open the leg, bring the forearm underneath. And move the back knee back to come into the pose. Gordhasana. Exhale. Release and surrender. And going back up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Last little burst. Vira one on each side. Give it your all. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Right leg forward, back heel lifted, palms together, thumbs crossed, Virabhadrasana 1. Use the power of the arms to lift up. Exhaling forward, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Almost there. Keep pushing the front thighs back, relaxing the back of the neck. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Firm those joints. Left leg forward. Make sure the back heel is lifted. Stretch the arms, cross the thumbs, lift up. Sink down into the earth, rise up to the sky. And exhaling forward, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels lifted. Last Surya Namaskar. Bring firmness back. Bring evenness. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. And bending the knees. Gomukha 3. Left knee behind the right. Widen the feet apart. In Yoga Mudra. Vibrancy in the arms. Push into the hands to push the hips back. And to the right. And to the left. And back up, changing sides. Right knee behind the left. Take the time to widen the feet. Yoga Mudra. And to the right. And to the left. And coming back up, back onto the hands and knees, and releasing. Alright, so we're going to now take a strap and come onto our backs for some Parivirita Sutta Padangushasans. So gathering strap, making a loop in the strap, small loop ready for the foot, and meet on our backs on the mat. From Sutta Tadasana, pull the toes back, make the legs firm, and then bending the right leg, placing the strap. Left hand holding the strap. If you have a long strap, the excess can go underneath the shoulder blades, and the right hand pulls it out to the side. Pull the toes back again, firm the legs, and bring the leg towards you and across, finding Parivrita Sutta Padangushasana. Refirm the knees, refirm the roots of the thighs. And now with an exhale, turn the abdomen, turn the trunk, turn the head. And then bring the leg back up and releasing through Supta Tadasana. Left hand side. Right hand holds the strap. Excess goes underneath the shoulder blades. Being pulled out, pull the toes back, firm the knees, and leg towards us and across, towards us and across, towards us and across. And have to bend my knee to get under that, there we go. Firm the legs again, firm the roots of the thighs. And then begin to use the exhale to turn and twist. Think of all the organs that are twisting, that are being cleansed. Twisting, turning, stretch the arms apart. Turn the head. And then lifting the leg back up. Obviously keeping it straight. And exhaling, releasing. One more time on each side from Supta Tadasana. Right leg lifting, left hand holding, strap going from the left to the right. Firm the legs and coming over. And then with an exhale, twisting from the belly button, twisting all the way up to the crown of the head, twisting to the right. And then bring the leg back up and exhale. Releasing through Supta Tadasana, changing sides. Then we move more to the edge here. Right hand holds, strap from the right to the left. Firm the legs and bring the leg towards you and across, towards you and across. Parivrita Supta Padangusthasana. Twisting from the navel, turn and twist. And then bring the leg back up. And exhale, releasing. Dvipada Supta Padangusthasana. Make sure you're in the middle of the mat again. If you've moved, align your feet, align your knees. And relax the shoulders, relax the throat. And then releasing, rolling over, coming up. Upavishta Konasana. Pull those buttocks apart to better access the action of the top third of the thigh here, the groin rolling down, the thighs coming in, the quadriceps firm. Pull the toes back. Press into the fingertips, elbows moving back, lengthen the front spine. And then coming forward, Yoga Mudra. Keep the pubic bone perpendicular as you come forward, legs firm, legs charged. Don't let the belly button drop, belly button moving back and up. And then back up. And turning and twisting to the right. The outside edge of the foot is being held first in stage one, so we're accentuating the twist first. And then both hands holding the foot, stage two. Keep that left belly bone firm. And coming out to the left. So first reaching for the outside edge of the foot and accentuating the twisting aspect. And now both hands reaching for the foot. Pull the hands to pull the femur bone into the hip socket. Keep the right buttock bone firmly pressing down. And then looking up, walking back out, and bending the legs, coming to Baddha Konasana. Yoga Mudrasana. Don't let the pubic bone drop forward and don't let the belly button drop forward. Lift the belly button back to the lower back. And then coming back out and up. Padmasana, coming to the front of the mat first. So placing the right leg in Padmasana, and if full Padmasana is available, go for full, otherwise staying in Ardha Padmasana. The strap is right here. We can take the strap and tie ourselves in. Just makes for a better experience. And Supta Padmasana, in whatever variation you're in. Arms up, cross the thumbs, stretch the arms back. Try to densify the thighs down to the ground. Keep the chin close to the throat and the jaw soft. Yeah, and then bring the arms back up. We'll be coming out to change sides. Releasing the legs. And just before changing sides, just bend and extend a few times. And then Ardha Padmasana, left hand side. And if possible, full Padmasana. Strap on. And Supta Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana or even Supta Sukhasana. Lift the arms up, cross the thumbs, stretch those arms back dynamically, press the thighs down. Feel the waist stretching, the abdomen stretching, the intercostal muscles stretching, and go deeper into that. And then lifting the arms back up, hands to the ground in order to lift up and release ourselves. Bend and extend a few times. And out. Alright, it's now time for Shirshasana. So we'll take a blanket. If you like to use the wall, take the wall. And let's come into our first inversion. Coming in. Placing those arms, those hands very carefully and immediately igniting that power in the shoulders and the upper back as we bring the crown of the head to the floor. Keep that bracingness in the arms, in the shoulders, in the back as we extend the legs, walk the feet in and lifting up to Shirshasana. Slow the breath down. Keep lifting the shoulders, charging the legs upwards. That anti-gravitational lift. Soften the jaw, make sure you're not taking the effort on in the face. Reignite the body. Coming to Upavishta Konasana and Shirshasana. So roll the feet away from each other, keep the heels touching. Roll the inner groins to the outer groin, pull the toes back, and begin to have the legs descend away from each other. So we just did an Upavishta Konasana sitting on the floor. So recreating the sensations. Pull the toes back, firm the knee joints. Make sure the thigh muscles are wrapping around the thigh bones and you're drawing the thigh bones into the hip sockets. Is that bracing quality still in the arms, in the upper back? Lift the shoulders. Stabilize through the breath. And now bending the knees, finding Baddha Konasana. Avoid being passive in your Baddha Konasana. Press the feet together, especially the outside edges of the feet. Roll the inner groins to the outer groins. And find the outer hips and find a way to bolt them towards each other, to feel that tightness. And then re-extend the legs back up, Shirshasana. And then one leg coming down, the other leg following, exiting. Yoga Mudrasana. Vajrasana. Firm the elbow joints, broaden the shoulders. And then looking up and coming out. Just take a moment to neutralize here. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. And coming out. All right, we're going to move our mats into the wall. We're going to take a block and we're going to come to some twists. So taking a nice thick block, moving our mat into the wall, leaving there. Malicasana 3, so we want the block to be arm's distance away from the wall. Right knee bent, left leg extended, widen those buttock bones apart and press down in order to get better lift up. Pull the toes back. Twisting to the right. And then bring the elbow across to the outside edge of that leg. Walk the right hand back even more. And unwinding, changing sides. Make sure this foot is facing forward in line with the left hip. Make sure the buttocks haven't come together again so that this right leg has the right extension. Pull the toes back, turning to the left. Don't hurry the twist. Let the body catch up, let the organs start to flow to the left. And then bringing the arm to the outside edge of that leg, increasing the twistingness. And gently releasing. And one more time, changing sides, Malicasana 3. And straight into the more intense version, leaning across, diagonalizing the spine a little bit, so the armpit is getting close to the outer knee, turning and twisting. And unwinding, last time, last side, changing sides. And straight into the deeper version, so diagonalizing the spine, coming close to the outside edge of that knee with the armpit. And exhale and releasing, unwinding. That feels so good. All right, so we've twisted out and we are now going to get a chair. We'll be using the wall for our feet and we'll be doing a supported back bend on the chair back bend. So grabbing everything you need for that, including, if you want support for your head, a bolster and a blanket. Meeting back here. Everybody Dandasana coming up. So if you want to make it a little bit less intense, you can have blocks against the wall. So your feet could go on the blocks. That would lift the heels up, lifting the legs up, reducing the arch. If you're tight, that's an option. You may wish to have a blanket on your chair for some comfort. I like the hardness of the metal. And here, if you want, for your head, if your neck feels fragile, then a bolster and a blanket, which I'm actually going to move for me. I just wanted to show you so that you would know where to have that. And then a strap, just to help keep our legs in position. So strap over and tightening up. And preparing to come in, moving the buttocks towards the edge of the seat. If you're tall, your buttocks will come off, that's fine, you're leaning back. You'll feel this rim, not on the top of the shoulder blade, middle and bottom part of the shoulder blade. Often people aren't quite over enough and so it's straining. You need to find that sweet spot, but you don't want to go too low either. So really getting to know your shoulder blade area. And then head back, feet to the blocks or the floor. Heels to the blocks or the floor and feet on the wall. And then push straight in the legs and slide back that little bit to just make it perfect. The head, the crown of the head, on your blanket or bolster if you had it. And now we're going to release the arms and we're going to bring them into the chair for our first variation. Holding the front legs of the chair. Rolling those front shoulders back around the edge of the seat of the chair and feeling the edge of the seat of the chair help us to punch the shoulder blades forward and that beautiful opening that brings to the front chest. And now we're going to move the arms, preparing for our next variation. So just bring the arms back out, hold onto the railings, readjust as needed, make sure your sacrum is moving towards the heels. And now stretching the arms straight back behind you. And then bending the arms and holding onto the elbows, the upper arms. If you're not using a bolster for your head, it's quite nice to lift the head up through the arms and then bring the forearms behind the head and use the weight of the head, the pressure, the strength there to press the arms back to get extra opening. And now let's stretch the arms back again. And then change the cross of the arms. Recharge those legs. Make sure the buttocks haven't dropped, that they're firm. Try to help the chair. To press the back ribs in with the chair, with the edge of the chair, to press the shoulder blades up, to pull the elbows back and down. And then stretch the arms back. And bring the hands back to the railing. Bend the knees, feet to the floor. Making our way back up. It was a little uncomfortable moment here, we just have to scoop the buttocks back. Belly button going towards the lower back as we rest, recovering. And then when we're able to sit up, we'll be preparing for a Baddha. So just make sure the pubic bone is lifting, it's not dropping forward, lifting. Turn to the right and bring that right hand all the way around the corner. And releasing. Stabilize through the center. Re-lift the pubic bone up and to the left. Get that hand all the way around the corner. And releasing. Doesn't that feel different? Okay, let's take this strap off and come out of the chair. We're going to put our mat back into position. We're going to keep the chair, keep the bolster. We're coming for a chair, Sarvangasana. So nice and relaxing, really beautifully supported. Some blankets, so get all that and let's meet back for this last delicious part that we really deserve. So the bolster for our shoulders, a blanket, long ways, so that when you scoot back it's still there. And I'm going to add some height for my hips. 2 blankets folded like this. I'm about 5'8", and that's what works well for me. So when you've got all that settled, let's come on in. And legs over. Moving the buttocks forward so we can lie back safely. And begin our descent. Bringing the chin to the throat so that we don't end up on the crown of the head. It's our shoulders that find the bolster. And feet to the railing. Now arms through the chair. Roll the front shoulders back. Spiral through the arms. Invert the hands. And hold the legs of the chair so the little pinkies are high to the sky and the thumbs are close to the ground. And then if there's any discomfort in the lower back, just wiggle the hips closer to the edge of the chair. And then go ahead and extend the legs, finding Sarvangasana. Slow the breath down. Keep rolling those shoulders, the front shoulders, open and back, and utilising the arms, pressing the arms down on the bits of the chair, and from that action, finding the back body pressing up. So always a correlation between one body part and the other to create that holistic whole shape of Sarvangasana. Make sure the legs are firm, the toes coming back, the backs of the heels long, not short. Pull the femurs into the hip sockets, even as you're extending up through the legs to the sky. 2 lines of energy, down and up and down. And now we're going to bend the knees and bring the feet back to the railing. And then just open the legs into Baddha. Nothing passive about the feet. Push the feet against each other to activate the outer edges of the legs, the outer hips vaulting towards each other, so that the inner groins and the pubic bone can broaden and open from a place of support, not just passiveness. Keep vaulting the outer hips, squeezing the outer thighs in, pressing the feet. Make sure the chin is still close to the throat, that you're not unconsciously lifting that chin up and starting to use the head as a place of pressure. Be in the shoulders, the arms pressing down, the back ribs pressing up. And then bring the legs back towards each other again. Release the hands, release the arms, bring them out of the chair. And allow yourselves to slip down until your hips are on the bolster. The calves on the chair, arms extended, just release and relax here. And then sliding back even more. And rolling over, coming out. Alright, almost done with our Savangasana cycle, but we still have to do Halasana. So we're going to use the chair, we're just going to turn ourselves around. So our heads will be here. I'm just going to fold this up. There we go. Out of the way. Oh, and you may wish to have a block just to help you get up and over. And when you're ready and you feel all aligned, go ahead and lift up and slide the legs through. The front thighs resting on the chair. Bring the arms back behind you, interlock the fingers. Roll each shoulder back, transferring the weight to do so wiggling into a deeper shoulder opening, and try to press the arms down and press the back ribs up. Slowing the breath down. And now change the interlock of the fingers. And again, roll the shoulders back. Press the arms down. Soften the front throat. And then releasing the interlock. Your hands may want to hold the chair just for support as you bring the legs out. The knees to the edge of the chair. And then you can bring the hands back to the floor, helping you to descend with control. And immediately just kind of come out of that and move the block. Just move the bolster to the chair. Come for a Jatana Parivartanasana. Arms extended to the side. Let's bring the knees to the left elbow, so straight to variation 2, and turning and twisting to the right. Try to get the twistingness from the shoulder blades, the right shoulder blade moving to the left. Hands back up. Realign the feet and bringing the knees to the right elbow, so nice and high, and turning and twisting to the left. Finding the shoulder blades, using the hands, using the arms to help that left shoulder blade move towards the right shoulder blade with the exhale. And then bringing the legs back up and feet to the floor. And then just the right leg up, no strap, lift up, hold the foot, extend the leg. Pull the toes back, extend the back of the heel, bring the leg closer, closer, closer. Lift up and releasing. Changing sides. Extend and Ardha Sukha Parivartanasana. Pull with your hands the toes back, extend the back of the heel, the back of the calf. Femur coming into the hip socket. Draw the leg closer, closer, closer. And then lift up. And exhale, releasing. And coming out. And here, I'm just going to roll over to set it up. We are going to have a bolster on the chair. And possibly, depending on your height, maybe even a blanket or 2. I'm going to go for 1. and have this other blanket for my neck and head, and this blanket to cover my eyes. So here we go, lying down. We are coming into Chair Shavasana. And the way to determine if your setup is right for you, well, first of all, it's got to feel good. And then you want to look at your femur bones and make sure that they are coming straight into the hip socket, so perpendicular. And if you don't have enough height, then this happens and the legs come towards you. Not as great as having it like this. And then here we have, if desired, a blanket for the neck and head. Just want to move that a little bit so it's more behind the knees. There we go, that's better. And then with that other blanket, there we go. This is going to go over my eyes, and then I'll extend the arms and prepare the shoulders. So just placing this over the eyes, over the ears. But I've kind of folded it forward so it doesn't pull back. You don't want the skin of your forehead to be pulled back by anything, which is going to tighten the brain. Extend the arms down, roll each shoulder back, prepare the shoulder blades, spiral the arms, the little pinkies moving towards the thumbs. Just check the sensations of the back body, that they feel as even as possible, aligning your Shavasana from the back body. And where everything feels set. Preparing for this release, preparing for this surrender. Exhale into Shavasana. gently lifting the hands up and resting them on the abdomen. And then the palms pressing together. Loka Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the universe know love. May the universe know peace. And may we help all those that we come into contact with to feel the same. Om peace, peace, peace. The hands releasing. The eyelids opening. And welcome back. Remembering to come out carefully, so not just rocking up, rolling over, coming back out. And yes, our practice is complete. So, as always, continue on, keep practicing. I'm here as often as possible to support you in that. Love doing it with you. Let me know how these practices are, what you want more of, what you want less of, and have a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Namaste. Be well. See you soon.